YouTube. It's been a while, and rightly so. We've been very busy. However, we've snuck some time in here. Let's play a deck. A moon deck. A bad moon deck. Bad moon in modern. Well, specifically mono black with an aggressive approach. So if you're not familiar with the card Bad Moon, it's an anthem effect for black creatures. It's not Blood Moon, don't worry. It's not other moons as well. It's just itself, a bad moon. It's got a little angry face up there. But really, what is this list doing? It's essentially going to be a little bit of an Aristocrats, followed by, what, zombie vampire kind of thing going on. Basically, recurring things out of the graveyard to combo with carrion feeders, using grave crawlers to pump those up. Might be using the Blood Artist or the Zulaport Cutthroat with that Aristocrat side. We have some vampires in here and zombies, just depending on how we approach this. We'll either be drawing cards, interacting with our opponents, making large creatures, or drawing more cards or killing things. That's what we do here. Because the curve is so low too, being that it tops out at 2, we'll hope to dodge Chalice. However, this enables the Nightmare Kitty. So we have Luris here as well to help in getting more things back. And that's pretty sweet. Gotta feed the swarm here, Inquisitions and Blackmails, just little things here and there. One thing that's kind of cool is we do get to play Force of Despair. We'll see if that is played. Overall though, an aggressive list, Aristocrat list, aggro list, a combo list. Let's find out what we can do here. Will we drain? Will we attack? Who knows? Bad Moon. Modern. Let's play. Bad Moon. Match 1 in Modern. The 2-drop. The 1-drop. The fast aggro Aristocrat deck. Not much else to say, really. We're going to be playing some zombies. We're going to be playing some vampires. Will it win? Will it fall on its face? Let's find out together. Match 1. Let's find an opponent. And found very quickly. Easy, right? Simple. Okay. Chris is our opponent. We get to play first. Probably very good for us to be playing first. I don't know what kind of hands I'm looking for. I've watched a little bit of some videos on what this is doing. I think this is okay. Again, I can't imagine we really get up to many lands here. It is an Obosh list, which means they're going to be able to interact with our stuff. But hey, maybe we'll be the faster deck. Who knows? Gravecrawler to lead things off, and go ahead, opponent. Now maybe I'm supposed to keep more like a 2-lander. We'll see. We'll see. Soulscar Mage here. Right on time. Let's go ahead, and it might be worth it to put the Undead Augur. I could also put 2 Carrion Feeder out. Let's go ahead and go with Undead Augur and attack. To me, I think because my opponent's red, Obosh, and probably has removal, we want to be able to just get some value if they kill some of our stuff. We might be racing, though. Firebolts. Monastery Swift Spear, Prowess, we lose, we draw. Looking all right. Okay. Wow, we hit another land. So I could kick this. That makes them sacrifice, and then we just get in. It's maybe not a bad idea here. I think interacting with a relatively aggressive opponent. Make them sacrifice, and we'll attack for 2. Remember, Gravecrawler does not block. It wants to bash face. They sacrifice Monastery Swift Spear here. Uh-oh. Don't skip your turn, opponent. That wouldn't be good. Seasoned Pyromancer post combat. Getting rid of 2 lands. Alright. Wonder if I'm just gonna bring back Undead Augur and a Gravecrawler and hold up like a Village Rites. It really doesn't feel like a bad idea. Just swing. If they do some blocking, fine. Blocks here. All right, we'll take our draw. My bad, this isn't a zombie. Do we want to hold this up, or do I want to put another grave crawler in? Honestly, let's just all grave crawlers, all of them. They're gonna smash my opponent in. That's what we're gonna do. We can make a carrion feeder and start growing it as well. And what, drawing more cards? Lava darts me. Okay. Light up the stage. Stage is lit. My opponent reveals cards behind Obosh. They have a Bone Crusher Giant. They get to stomp this card. I draw a card. Another Undead Augur. They attack me for 4. I'm attacking them back for 6. They have Obosh. Sorry, they have Bone Crusher. 2 unknowns. I mean, is this not just Carrion Feeder, Undead Augur, and hold up? Try to play this pre-combat here, see if they want to use one of the lava darts. Looks like they don't. Let's go combat. We won't play Carrion Feeder just yet here, because if they try to lava dart something, I might Village Rites it. Okay, and Carrion Feeder, by the way, cannot block either. We'll play this into play. Let's see what my opponent can do with 4 mana. Again, a lava dart is over here, but they might need 4 or 5 mana here. Obosh here, so they have 1s, 3s, 5s. Could draw a bunch and see if we can win from there. Dangerous a little bit because of Undead Augur, but that's okay. We're here to live on the edge. Swift Spear. We have Bone Crusher Giant. I presume they would like to use this. What do you do, opponent? What do you do? Combat. They do attack us. I mean, I think this is a pretty easy just block. Can't block 2 things, so we're just blocking the 1. I expect them to do some pumping here. I could either sacrifice like this to make this bigger. Lava darts, Undead Augur. All right. It's 1/1 now. I think I'm gonna go ahead and Village Rites, honestly. I can draw 3 here, I take 2 over here. They can Bone Crusher, maybe bolt me, but I'm still okay. Lava Dart's already been used, and drawing a whole bunch here is pretty nice. Woo! Tragic Slip and Gatekeeper. Not sure I can lose. I'm not sure I can lose. Oh, Seasoned Pyromancer might make another token, but that's okay. We have lethal on board. Lava Dart has been found. Okay. Blood Artist. I think that's lethal, right? I think Blood Artist makes this all lethal, right? I guess they Lava Dart Blood Artist. I think, do I lead with this? Blood Artist. Yeah, I think we do. This might spur the Lava Dart here. I can sacrifice whatever to the Carrion Feeder to keep it alive. It just becomes a 1/1 again due to Soul Scar Mage. They're completely tapped out. I think Blood Artist here offers potentially lethal. Combat. Swing with team, obviously. Blocking over on Carrion, blocking this one. So I can sacrifice this one now. So sack here. Blood Artist, trigger. Carrion Feeder's a little bigger. They Lava Dart my Blood Artist. I'll say okay to this. So 2 prowess. I'm hitting for 4. I can now tragic slip the Seasoned Pyromancer. Morbid will be active. This kills, and then I have Carrion Feeder that kills itself as well here. And we win. Nice. Okay. Interesting. So Ratchet Bomb kind of looks interesting because getting that on 1 could kill quite a few things. Feed the Swarm's a bit interesting. I do take a reasonable amount of damage to myself. We have Force of Despair. What's interesting with Force of Despair is it could get rid of Seasoned Pyromancer plus tokens kind of nicely. Unsure if that's what I should be playing. Well, we like Blood Artist, we like Zolaport Cutthroat, we want our sacrifice abilities, we don't mind Tragic Slips as a potential removal. Blood Chiefs is fine. So that's probably enough removal, right? I might be just sending it back in some ways. What if they get an aggressive start here? Well, I want the forces. The Force of Despairs. Get the Force of Despair. I mean, I have Tragic Slip and Blood Chiefs. Do I care about Bad Moon? Maybe I don't. Maybe it's just like 3 Bad Moons out, 3 Force of Despairs in. And like, okay, we'll go with that. Could be Inquisitions too. Something tells me that I need to avoid them getting like 3 or 4 creatures out, especially since they're playing the Obosh. So let's try it. No harm, right? No harm, no foul. All right, pair of Blood Chiefs here and a Carrion Feeder. Let's go ahead and keep this, draw that swamp right off the top like we did last time. Bomat here, and attacks. All right. I'll go ahead and kill the Bomat. And go ahead, opponent. About that. Extra land here. Let's just play a Butcher. Undying little creature here. No worry about this being killed. Kind of sticks around nicely. Getting to play an Undead Augur might be a thing too. My opponent puts Obosh into hand, and that is all they do. It's interesting. I wonder what that means. I'm gonna play an Undead Augur here and swing for 1. I'm gonna set up Carrion Feeder next turn. My opponent nearly skips their turn again here. They must be careful. 4 mana. Lightning Bolts Undead Augur. I get a redraw. I have the Unearth for the Undead Augur too. Seems fine to me. I see no problems here. I'll take that card. Bring this stack down nicely. Whew. So they kill the Undead Augur. I guess they have more spot removal that they want to do on the Butcher. It's tough to say. Looking to take my draw. I'll eventually get this draw. It's right there. Hovering, trying to summon the card off the top of the deck. That was poorly timed. What's up, opponent? What are we doing? I still draw. There's not really anything you can do about this. We draw. Ooh, Force of Despair. Okay. Interesting card. Gets rid of Obosh nicely. Gets rid of Obosh nicely. Alright. Let's go ahead and unearth the Undead Augur. And I think I can put a Carrion Feeder down. I'm not really entirely sure what my opponent's doing here other than playing super passive. Let's attack. Go ahead, opponent. We have all black cards, so we're good to go with the Force of Despair. I mean, if they play land and then Obosh, I don't think I try for Gatekeeper here. I mean, like, I guess I could with the Butcher. I could, like, sacrifice and draw here. Light up the stage. Soul Scar plus light up the stage. Lights the stage again. Double Soul Scar Mage. Like, if they play just 2 Soul Scar Mages, then I could just force both of these. Like, what's wrong with doing that? Probably nothing. What do I want to exile here? Probably want to hang on to Blood Chiefs. Maybe I just get rid of a Ghoul here. Actually, I could get rid of maybe the Carrion Feeder. You know what? Let's do that. Force of Despair them to get rid of the blockers here. I doubt they use Lava Dart here. So clear the graveyard a little bit. I'm not going to try to put the token on over here, I don't think. Because I want to put the other Butcher out. So put the second Butcher out here and then attack with the team. And just pass the turn. We do have Blood Chiefs that's almost ready to kill an Obosh. But we also have Gatekeeper that could kill an Obosh. Cool. Pretty good turn. Pretty good turn. 6th land here. We're slapping down Obosh. The big Hellion Horror himself. Lava Dart does do a bit more damage here. Firebolt's Carrion Feeder. I suppose I just have to let that go. Because it just does extra damage. We'll take our draw with our Undead Augur here. It'd be funny to find a Tragic Slip. Blood Artist isn't bad. Gatekeeper's looking pretty good. Who needs aggressive fatal pushes and crazy dismembers and stuff like that? You can just play Gatekeeper. It's easy. Alright. We'll cast with Kicker here. Blood Chief can kill anything. I don't need to play the Blood Artist, I don't think, yet. Kicking this, they might want to go ahead and just use that Lava Dart somewhere. Probably on the Undead Augur. I'll end up drawing another card here, that's fine. It's not like these are going away for forever. I have a Luris that I can go get. Bonus Carrion Feeder. Excellent card. Excellent card. Target them. Goodbye, Obosh. We'll slap this down and let's attack for a couple points here. Just a couple. Just a couple. Go ahead, opponent. Playing Blood Artist and killing one of their creatures. Ooh. Doing stuff with the Undying. We might be looking pretty good. The Force of Despair, by the way, playing clutch here. Who needs Bad Moon when you can just smash your opponent like that? 3 cards. Wow. I just get that Luris. And let's go ahead and, I think I'll swing first, then worry about playing Blood Artist. I like a post-combat Blood Artist here. Nice. If Blood Artist resolves, I could kill them, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not quite. I'm 1 off, it looks like. So just pause. Goes after the Blood Artist here. I think in response to this, let's go ahead and hit some of these Undying guys, which will bring them back. This is also making Carrion Feeder bigger. And then I can Luris replay Blood Artist and they'll be pretty dead. So let's just make both of these a little bit bigger here. Should probably let everything go off the stack. Oh, they're gonna do something here. They're gonna stomp. Let's go. I don't think I need to worry about going all in here. I think I'm just gonna let that resolve. Blood Artist trigger again here. And then just let the Blood Artist triggers, a couple of Undying, and this kills, so it's down to 3 now. And then I play Luris, and then I replay Blood Artist, and then then I just throw creatures at them for forever. We're at 19 against Prowess. I'm not sure my Prowess opponent's doing so hot over there. Down comes the Bone Crusher Giant. Land. Firebolt's not castable right now. Play our own land, 1, 2, 3. Slap down the Luris, slap down the Blood Artist. And swing with the team. Should be game. There you have it. Bad Moon. Just rip that land off the top and you'll be going to victory. We'll see you in the next one. Yeah. Match 1 is in the books and we're doing pretty good. What did we learn? You probably want to have 2 lands. Playing it a little bit risky not having that second land in our hand. What else did we learn? We're very resilient. Looks good. Match 2 opponent has been found. Let's continue to play Magic. I like going first. I like declaring Luris. 3 lands, 4 lands. A little high on the lands, but we'll go ahead and keep. I could be using this in my future, so we'll chill with our lands. Do some zombie things here. I have a pretty resilient board here with the 2 Undead Augurs here as well. Dark Slick Shores, an interesting start for our opponent. And Inquisitions, they'll get to take anything they want. Might take an Undead Augur. Might take this. Goodbye, land. Oh no, our opponent's gonna relog. With that being said, we'll have a good chat here briefly. So let's talk about the list. The list is interesting. It's very aggressive. We got our hands kind of wet, not wet, dirty with the list. It's I don't know. I can see where this is a little bit more of an interesting list in that the recursion that you can get by just having a Luris or something else is just pretty phenomenal. And I like that. I don't know. There's something to be said about it's got a little bit of an Aristocrat shell that I do like. I've played some Rally Fenza before from Goldfish's Rally Fenza days, and I can't imagine that this is too much different. Not as heavy on the combo, but you get 2 Blood Artists down and you've got some creatures with Luris out, and it's probably game. It probably really is. I mean, my opponent's going to Inquisition here, and I presume they're going to maybe take this Awakening. But we can just slap Undead, probably Undead plus a 1-drop we'll find. Alright, they take my Undead, that's fine. And what's super nice here is, didn't particularly want to draw another land here. But what's super nice here is we can just continuously put on pressure. And the fact that some of our cards kind of replace themselves with like essentially a Shaper's Sanctuary attached to a certain creature type, it's pretty nifty. All right, what do we got here? Are we gonna Fatal Push something? You have to Fatal Push the Undead Augur, and I'm just gonna slap a Luris probably into hand. You don't want to do it on the Gravecrawler. Gravecrawler just comes back. See, this is the weird thing here, right? All right, land. They don't know about this snow-covered land, so we'll wait to play that. They know about these two cards. Tragic Slip's a cute one here. Combat, attack. Tension here is probably to put Luris to hand, honestly. I'm not doing really anything else. Go ahead, opponent, you're at 14. That's the other thing, you know. Gravecrawler is a beast. Fatal pushes Undead Augur, we draw another card. Flooding out in our, what, 20 land deck? Unsure about this. Flooded Grove. What do we got? Uro? Looks like Uro, smells like Uro. Casted like Uro. Well, okay. Plays a land as well. Wonder if they have another Fatal Push. It's a Sultai version of Uro. This one could be a little bit frustrating to play against, that's for sure. Alright, we Inquisition away our Luris. They're like, Tragic Slip. That's right, Tragic Slip. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, Blood Artist, we just jam creatures and go. That's what we do. No fear whatsoever. They're aware of all these cards now. Down to 14. There's 4 cards in the yard here. They are not able to play Uro yet because of the basic swamp. What do we have, like a Damnation here? That'd be crazy. We have double green, double blue, double black, but we can't make double green and double blue due to this. Liliana, all right. What, just make us discard a card here? Discard a card. 1, 2, 3. Tragic Slip is like important, but I could get an Undead Augur back. Tragic Slip is only a -1/-1 until I lose a creature. Let's get rid of the Tragic Slip. So they have enough lands here. They actually end up putting a Triome. All right, blue to Delta here. So they have Uro next turn. Extra land for us. Let's play combat. Kind of tempted to attack Liliana here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's go ahead and just draw a card here, see if I hit a 1-drop. I don't. Why would I hit a 1-drop? Okay, so what are we doing this turn? Just making mana for Uro and dropping it down, upticking Liliana. Well, black mana, this black source cannot be used in this at all. They have to use these 4 if they want to bring back the Titan. Oh, Jace. The Mind Sculptor. Sculpting my mind. And it was a land drop. Okay, we'll get rid of a land. Love to be able to play Luris. Brainstorms. So they're going to get to keep a card here. Blood Chiefs. Blood Artist trigger here. Zulaport Cutthroat, huh? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's got to be just here, casting for a Luris and what, like a Blood Artist? Maybe an Undead Augur. They didn't like my Blood Artist. And I have a follow-up one that I'll be able to play off the Luris. Let's go a pair of those. I don't have a 1-drop, unfortunately, otherwise we get all the value here. And let's attack. Honestly, we could attack Jace here. I could attack them. Unfortunately, I don't get this. I think put them to 10, and then this is potentially 3, depending on what they do with these cards. You know what? Let's attack Jace. I'm gonna attack Jace this one turn. I'm expecting this to come back this turn. I know that Liliana's gonna probably go up here. So we're gonna lose the Zulaport Cutthroat. I'd like to draw a creature off the top and then be able to Luris and then our Luris creature from the yard here. Be nice. I think Jace's card advantage here is really bad for us. Using a little green here, a little black, a little blue. Uro coming back. Can we beat the big Titan, though? I mean, Gatekeeper off the top would be pretty brutal to them. Draws a card, gains some life. Plays a land. And shocks it in. Okay. Jace doing the draw thing. And I assume Liliana the uptick. We have 6 of our 20 lands. And 2 of them are down here. So it's 8 of our 20. Land drop. 3 mana, new Uro. Okay. Alright. Draws a new card here. Blood Artist trigger. Only gain 2. There you go. There you go. I assume they'll remember to uptick Liliana. Especially since now they just played the land out. And there goes the Zulaport Cutthroat. Okay. There's a few lines I've got here. I could play an Undead Augur, swing the Gravecrawler here. A Seer is nice, so I have at least a card here. I could play an Undead Augur and the Seer. That would be 3 mana. I could then attack, replay it, use it, and draw. I don't get as many triggers without Zulaport Cutthroat. Let's do that. Let's Undead Augur here. Let's Seer. Let's combat away. I think I'm just gonna attack Jace here. We might be able to not necessarily combo kill them, but we'll see. A little block here. I mean, the results are the same here, so scry. Trigger. Take our first draw, which is a new Seer. Blood Artist trigger, and then Seer Scry is an Unearth off the top. So I can put the Unearth on top. I can now, once we get out of combat here, replay Gravecrawler. Replay Gravecrawler, sacrifice Gravecrawler. Blood Artist trigger and Undead. Whew. Whew. We can then scry this. How many vampires do I have? Oh, I'd have 2 vampires, possibly. I think I want this. I'm not certain, but let's go ahead and unearth the Zulaport Cutthroat here and play a new Seer so I have multiples in terms of the vampires. Could I just kill here? This is 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't think I quite kill here. I don't know. I draw a lot, that's for sure. Ooh, they're fetching. Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 damage that I can apply here. I think I'm looking pretty good. They try to Jace bounce, that's fine too. They wrath the board, I think they die. Draw some cards. Okay. Fetching. Down to 10. 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. It's 1 short. It appears to be 1 short. Drown the Locks, the Luris here. I think I still want to take the card that's off the top. So I don't think there's a need to scry here anyway. Plus I'm going to get Gravecrawler. We know it's a creature, so happy to take this. Take 2, opponent. They'll gain some life back here. Snapcaster, all right. Using Fatal Push. Okay. I only have 1 zombie here. Killing Zulaport Cutthroat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is this lethal? 2, 4, 6, and let this die to itself? I think it's lethal. I don't know. We'll find out if my math is right. By attacking this, it gives me the trigger that I need. Put that on bottom. I don't need that now. Sacrifice to yourself. 2 triggers. Oh, we can put that on top. Gives me another sack outlet here. I don't think we're very happy at the moment. Opponent draws. I sacrifice to a self again. Trigger, trigger. And F6. Down to 2. The Fatal Push kills. 2 more triggers. And you're dead. Math is for winners, YouTube. Math is for winners. Ooh-hoo-hoo. Okay. Feeling like this is the matchup for some of these Tormod's crypts. Definitely interested in maybe 2, maybe all 3. Really haven't wanted the Bad Moon. Alright, I like my Blood Artist Zulaports. Those are really good. Maybe I get rid of 1 Butcher, 1 Blood Moon. Gatekeeper looks like it might be important. You can get rid of 1 Tragic Slip here too. Bring in the Tormod's Crypt. So the idea being that I can keep some Anthem effects here, but I get rid of stuff that's just not going to do it in some cases. You know what? Let's get rid of the Blood Chiefs, bring the Bad Moon back in, and then kind of want to bring the Tragic Slip back in. That is one of my ways I could kill Uro. Yeah, let's do that. That looks a bit better. All right. Game number 2. Game number 2 here. Playing Luris. Whoa. Oh. Whoa. Okay. It's not a great hand. I guess we'll keep it, but it's... I don't know. I think I have the more attrition-based deck for creatures. So I can slap down some Tormod's Crypts here, keep their graveyard in check. Not do anything too crazy. I'm going to put both of them down. That's right, opponent. You don't get to play out of your graveyard. But me, I will. Alright, Inquisition here. They'll take either or. Probably the Gatekeeper. Unless they're worried about an undying creature. We might wait until we can actually play Luris immediately. Albeit, I'm not expecting myself to really have a whole lot going for me. Alright. We'll slam down a Gatekeeper here. I ended up drawing another one. I need an aggressive line here of some sorts. What do we got? What do we got? Dark Slick Shores. Okay. Uro. There it be. The Titans here. I don't have to use one of these Tormod's Crypts immediately here. My opponent draws, but does not find another land. Interesting. Alright. Let's... Man, I kind of want to put the Luris into hand. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I'll find an Unearth. I've got one of those. Kind of want a second Unearth just so that you have when you're against discard. Luris isn't as... I won't say dead of a draw here from the great sideboard, but I think Luris in general, being able to recur that back out of the graveyard could get you really going. All right, so they just Inquisition here. No worries. Somewhat expected. We'll lose Luris. Goodbye, Luris. Like I said, we have an Unearth somewhere buried in the deck. We can find that. What else we have? Fatal pushes the Gatekeeper, all right. And follows us up with a Surgical. All right, well, maybe our Luris wasn't going to be very good anyway. So we have no creatures. My opponent's kind of gone at us pretty difficultly, though. That's a bad moon. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. We can wait on a Crypt for just a little bit longer. Play our bad moon past the turn. All right, let's test that attrition that I talked about here. And by the way, it's black creatures. It's not your black creatures. It's any black creatures. 3 mana Liliana. Ashiok? Ashiok would be brutal. Brutal, but not. I suppose I don't have anything in the graveyard I want really right now. With the Tormod's Crypts, by the way, I could have gone after my own graveyard. Not a biggie. There's Ashiok. I think I would just use this, honestly. Doesn't quite get anything back here, unfortunately. Go ahead, opponent. Thought Scours me. Alright. Blood Artist and a Gravecrawler. Is that worth a Ashiok? It looks like it is. Alright. Lose... Ooh, we lost 3 of our Gravecrawlers here. Gatekeepers are gone too. Opponent finds another land here. They don't have double green here, but I'm going to go ahead and pop off a Tormod's Crypt. Okay. Oh, play land past turn. My opponent being at 19 and us not having a board state is proving to be a bit of a problem. Not to mention that they're now milling. They milled themselves this time around. So we're going to try to utilize Ashiok to get what they need. All right. Little Butcher Ghoul here. Not sure it's totally worth Village Rights. The fetch. In response to the fetch, we'll go ahead and get rid of Uro because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. If they do something else here, we're probably in trouble. So let's not let that happen. Bad Moon pumps Creeping Tar Pit. Alright. They're milling themselves again. Ooh, a Hex Drinker and some lands. Okay. New Uro. Up to 21. I sense they have a way to attack this Butcher so that they don't lose Ashiok here. At least I'm going to get a few cards off of this, probably. We'll find out. Castle. We'll play Castle. Attempt to kill Ashiok here. Fatal Push. In response to the Fatal Push, I'm going to try the Village Rights. I still get the creature back here. And I'm going to draw some cards. Oh, they have a Surgical. They have a pair of Surgicals. All right. Still draw my cards here. All right. Undead Augur. Plus a new Village Rights if I want to be playing that. Go ahead. Definitely not going to give up anytime soon, though, because we can get a board state with a few creatures and things could change. This is a draw 3 anyway. This is Uro coming back. Welcome back, Uro, from the grave. Besides the Ashiok so they can pick other things here. A couple Blood Chiefs, an Assassin's Trophy, Surgical, Fatal Push. So they're going to just hit probably all their lands now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And maybe one Blood Chief because they have 2 of them. Alright. Uro's coming back. Yes, yes. Land, Triome. Alright. We'll just take our turn back here. Take our draw as well. And we'll just pass. Thought Scours themselves. Alright. What's next? Attacks me for 6. I'm gonna go no block this turn. Fetch land, no block, down to 11. I think we're too far behind here, especially since I've drawn so many lands. There's a Blood Artist. They're aware of this card as well. Alright, combat. Let's go ahead and get rid of Ashiok here. Maybe we can get something going. Nice. They probably have another one, but let's not worry about that. Alright, Birding Catacombs. I think this is a pretty easy just chump block. Use Village Rights here. Ooh. Let's use the Village Rights on the Undead Augur here. draw as many cards as possible, and if I hit a Tragic Slip, we can take care of a Uro here. Carrion Feeder plus Tragic Slip. There we go. Goodbye. Get out of here. They have 22 cards left in their library. They obviously can replay this. And trigger, gaining a little bit of life as we go. Probably just going to use Castle, if I'm honest. We want to hit like something that going to end my opponent fast, right? The Vampire goes away. We get to reuse Uro here if they want. The fact that I'm still fighting, it's a testament to this list that we have here. Albeit I'm fighting, but my opponent is very much killing me. All right, I think it's worth the extra little bit of damage here. So we have an Augur, an Undead Augur. We hit a land. We have a 2-drop, 2-drop. This would only get a 2-drop right now. I think it's pretty easy. Undead Augur, Carrion Feeder here. Really tempted to just get another Undead Augur, but I know that's dangerous. What if I just got a Vampire? What do we have? We don't really have vampires here. Let's just get another Undead Augur here. It's maybe a little bit strange. But now when I block with a Undead Augur, I have a second one and I draw 2. I could also double block with 2 Undead Augurs, which might be what I try to do here. Trying to almost just stall the game out in some ways. So let's go ahead and double block. I'll trade you. I'll trade you, buddy. There will be a couple triggers here. Trigger, 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 trigger. And here. There we go. So I gain 3. Let's just yield to this. And then I draw, what, 4 cards here? Oh, is that all? Okay. Take 1 damage, draw 4, trade with the card that's bothersome. Okay. Ashiok. Choosing to play Ashiok. I do have the Tormod's Crypt now. I have a Bad Moon too. Ooh, this might be interesting. What else are you gonna do, opponent? I wonder how many Euros I'm already through. Oh, Snapcaster. Snapcaster... Fatal Push Blood Chiefs? Fatal Pushing. Fatal Push Blood Artist here. Alright. Sacrifice. Get a little bit bigger. Alright. Tormod's Crypt. Get rid of their yard. Land. Blood. Bad Moon. Augur. Feeder. This is what, a 4/4 here? Combat attack trying to kill Ashiok here. That's big. 1, 2, 3. Just take this draw. See if I get a 1-drop. I don't. It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. Okay, okay. How many Euros are we through here? There's 1, 2, 3. There's one more somewhere hidden amongst the shadows. Damnation. Dang you. Dang you. Alright. I draw some cards here. And now they'll... Ashiok here? I don't think we can win this, unfortunately. I drew a bunch of lands. Uro replayed here. There's not enough here, though. There's not enough here. Man, imagine if I would have waited for Luris till like now. That'd be crazy. Oh, unearth. You're garbage. Alright. Undead Augur. I think I want to just cycle this. Nah. I'm thinking about like using Castle, but that's probably not good. They just somehow pick this off and I die. I'm at 5. Creeping Tar Pit's lethal. Let's see if they see the line. Alright. Well, now I'm going to have to look for like a Tragic Slip here, right? Which it won't work anyway, right? Alright, Blood Artist there. Opponent gets us 6 minutes on their clock, 14 on ours. 1, 2, 3. Wow, just all the lands left. Just taking a look at what the remaining cards were. Not sure I could get there, but close enough, right? So Ashiok's a bit of a problem. This would be a reason to play some Blood Chief's Thirsts. This might be slightly better than the Tragic Slips at times. Being on the now play, I like this switch. Let's go. I don't think I want a Ratchet Bomb. I think the 3 Tormod script did well. We'll see if we can either sneak out a win based on time and or Aristocrat out my opponent. This is a good close game. I'm liking this. Declare Luris here. Opening hand looks fantastic. Definitely like this hand. Gravecrawler for the aggression, Tormod's Crypt. Thought Seizes. Okay. Probably takes the Carrion Feeder here. Wonder if it's more correct to play the Feeder there. Ooh, they take my village rights. Never mind. Never mind. Carrion Feeder here. Attack for 2. Sacrifice Gravecrawler, replay Gravecrawler. Not a bad turn. My opponent just has basic Swamp right now. Polluted Delta. Okay. Fetching on our turn. Triome. Play land, we'll play Seer. Combat. Attack, attack. I'm not going to sacrifice here. I'm just gonna take it easy. I'm afraid of a Fatal Push getting rid of my Carrion Feeder there. Is this just gonna be Euro? It is just Euro. Alright. No fear on the Tormod script. We'll see if they get another land here. It's 4, 5 damage. Ooh, it's more damage. Play Bad Moon. Combat. They could have the Damnation. That'll be a little bit rough if we do see that. This takes them to 5. We'll go ahead and sacrifice Gravecrawler here to grow and replay Gravecrawler. They'll need a Damnation or I think they're dead. Do you have it? And if they do, we're going to go scrying. Thought Scours, that's not Damnation. It's 5 across these two. It's 4 here. Oh, land makes it a potential Damnation now. Fatal pushes Carrion Feeder. We'll scry the Carrion Feeder. And we'll scry our own Vizier Seer. We'll get a double scry here. Do I like the Ghoul enough? I think I do, because it's actually safe from a Damnation. They fetch here. What else are they going to do here? Gonna put this on top. So we play Ghoul here. I'm gonna get rid of their graveyard. We attack with Gravecrawler. Pass the turn. I have a 2/2/3/2 resilient creature. They have 4 cards. A Damnation plus Fatal Push here. Can't fetch anymore. Thought Scours themselves. Liliana the Veil and Uro hits the bin. Even if they played Uro here, we'd be good. Land. Can't use either Waterlog Grove due to 1 life. 2 mana. Yes. 3 mana. Liliana of the Veil. We just got the GGs. GGs. Woo! Bad Moon. Fighting hard against Uro. Not getting their game 2, but getting the match. We're 2-0. Didn't see that one, did you? Let's go to match 3. Match 3 coming up. Playing the Bad Moon list. Is it really bad? No. It's doing well. Let's see if we can continue the streak here. I think we're making the right decisions when we sideboard. No practice with the list. Not biting us yet. And taking down one of the Uro lists. Match 3. Let's go. Bad Moon, huh? Bad Moon, huh? Maybe it's time to pick up this list. Just have it in your back pocket when you go to F&M. When you go to F&M, which is your dining room table right now. Anyway. Match found. Player found. We have played first, so let's see. Continue, and we're against Doom Switch. Should be an interesting game. Luris. Here's the one lander that we have talked about a little bit. Can we keep a 1 lander? This hand goes bonkers if we can get that second land. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. All right, land me. Carrion Feeder. Go. Go. Flooded Strand. Give me that land. Come on. This deck is so kind every single time. Attempt an Undead Augur here. And then we'll swing. Then we'll get this Bad Moon down. Woohoo! Flooded Strand. Cracked Island. Spell Snare. What? In for 1. Go ahead, opponent. Well played. Field of Ruin and a island. I'm just gonna keep hitting our lands here. Let's put down a Ghoul if we can. That works well with my village rights. It's just a 1/1. Don't worry about it. Attack and pass turn. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see. Go ahead. So we have a mono blue list right now. There's an opt. Control, perhaps. Afraid of a few paths. However, we have the Carrion Feeder. Celestial Colonnade. I'm going to go ahead and attempt to village rights here. Undying triggering gets to draw some cards. Or attempt to, at least. Mana Leak is fine. We're going to be slapping down a Bad Moon next. Bad Moon. Cordial. Combat. Swing. Go, go, go. It's 2/2 and a 3/3. It's really hard to see these sometimes. Prairie Stream. We're going straight into Supreme Verdict. Don't care. Lures to hand. Castle down. Swing with team. Snapcaster, that's fine. That's fine. What are we trading with, Snapcaster? Do I just trade this off? I almost feel like I just trade it off. Yeah, let's just trade it off. I don't need to grow any bigger here. I'm not going to make it really a 2-turn. Not playing Luris down. We can just go combat next turn pretty safely. Opponent opts. They're at 7. We can do, what, 1, 2, 3 and have 2 mana after, so we can get Luris plus something else down. I think it's just got to be combat, though. Go combat, or attempt to. Combat attack. We have 2 here. Let's play Gravecrawler down, and then we can also use Castle here to dig 1 more. Luris is going to be just in case later. Fields Castle. Go ahead and draw. Oh, nice land, right? Nice land, right? Opt. They've got to find Terminus or Supreme Verdict or something else like that. Fortunately, I've already used the Undying here. So not a lot of value I'm going to get there. Just going to go combat. I will attack with, I think, everything here. So it's Cryptic, tap down, draw. We'll attempt Augur here. We'll go ahead and sack Gravecrawler. I have a couple zombies here, so getting to use this little combination here to refuel our hand is going to be nice. Shouldn't have any problems probably killing them from here. Honestly, just looking for like a Blood Artist effect, honestly. Oh, we're not interested anymore. Kind of want this back. I don't need another land. I get another draw anyway off the Undead Augur. Gravecrawler, put the Seer out. Sacrifice the Gravecrawler here. Draw a card. Scry, we'll put this on top. Replay Gravecrawler. Looks good. Alright, go ahead. Nice. Undead Augur. MVP. Mystic Sanctuary gets to pick up what? Cryptic Command here? Okay. I understand. I understand. Alright, pretty easy land here and attack. Taps down the team. Let's go ahead and sacrifice Gravecrawler. That's potentially a winning card here. We'll put this on top. We'll attempt to play Zulaport Cutthroat here. And if they can't counter this, we win. Got there. Nice. Nice. All right, so it's like Control, it looks like. Control, they could have Rest in Peace, makes me want the Feet of the Swarms instead of the Tragic Slip or the Blood Chiefs. Probably over the Tragic Slips. I'm wondering if Inquisition Blackmail is just potentially for this list, and maybe like Tormod's Crypt possibly to deal with their graveyard. So we know they have Mystic Sanctuary. Do I need to worry about this? It could be a thing because if they do Jace or Teferi and a Mystic Sanctuary, they could Cryptic Lock us. I think I don't want to dilute though, so let's do no Cryptics here. Inquisition Blackmail and Feed the Swarms. There we go. Click that off. Bad Moon. It's got to stay, I think. The Awakening might not be worth it here. The only reason I say that is because countering this is probably very likely. So feed the swarms in. Let's start here. Let's get some of these in. This Unearth doesn't feel very good because they have Path. Let's think here. I need to deal with probably Rest in Peace. I mean, is Blood Chief's gonna work for me? It's 4 mana. Maybe we just try to get underneath. You know what? Let's go for underneath the Planeswalkers here. A little bit of hand disruption possibly, and see if that'll get us here with the blue-white player. We can keep this. We have double blackmail. They get to kind of pick what we get to see, unfortunately. But I'll take it. I'll take it. Sometimes you've just got to steal a card. Maybe we're stealing a land. I mean, you don't know. Island, Mystic Sanctuary, Polluted Delta. I'll take the Polluted Delta. Thanks. Nice lands. Alright, we can revisit their hand in like 2 turns. Mystic Sanctuary played here. We do know about the island. I think I want to play the Butcher first. It's like the least relevant creature here that could get pathed. Plays the island. No surprise, no surprise. Okay. Let's go ahead and go combat. Attempt Carrion Feeder. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on Undead Augur here. I could be playing Gatekeeper. Something tells me pause and you'll be rewarded. That's what the list is telling me. Pause and you will be rewarded. Let's attack for 2. Nice and easy. Nothing scary here. Slap down a Gatekeeper and pass turn. I'm gonna wait 1 more turn on Blackmail. I'm gonna clear as much with the Undead Augur from their hand. They do some weird counter here, though, maybe. Maybe I blackmail. Counters and draws. All right. We'll go ahead and play the Undead Augur now. It gets it underneath any counters. Like I said, they could have some sort of Wrath effect. Archmage Charms are Carrion Feeder. I'm gonna sacrifice the Ghoul here to draw a card. And then sacrifice itself. Nice. I don't want them having this. We'll get back to you. We'll get back to you, Doom Switch. Alright, now they purge this. That's fine. Feed the Swarm. And now I get a clean blackmail here. An absolute clean blackmail. Alright, what do I not like here? I mean, I don't like Jace particularly. Path is a bit annoying, but we can deal with that. If I steal Path, they're just going to get to snap and path it. I think it's just take Jace here. So we know it's Path, Path, snap. And what? Just play, like, Cordial here? Do I want Undead Augur? It's just gonna die. Let's play Gatekeeper here and attack for 2. We'll play, like, Cordial next, possibly. Feed the Swarm's only here to kill Snapcaster at this point, which isn't the greatest. Okay, that's not a bad draw. Let's go ahead and go combat here. So Snapcaster plus something else. So they're gonna draw cards with Archmage Charm and they're gonna trade with us, which is fine. We'll put Seer down and see if they'd like to counter this. I actually like offering Seer here because they know what this could do to them. Alright, they choose to draw. No total surprise there. Seer down, they do have Path, they choose not to. So they have Path, 3 unknowns. Teferi. I'm gonna bounce something? Mystic Sanctuary to pick up Cryptic Command. Bounces nothing so that we don't counter the ability. Alright, let's go combat here and try to kill Teferi. They do have a path that we're aware of. Let's play Coriol Vampire and Undead Augur. One of these should get a counter. Spell Snare. Undead Augur underneath the Cryptic Command. We have just Path. Go ahead. Alright, so Cryptic Command. And we have Path. Cryptic Path to beat. They know about Luris. Combat away. Path's Undead Augur. Let's go ahead and sacrifice the Undead Augur. Draw a card. Scry. Let's bottom this. That's not very good. Combat, attack. So we know it's Cryptic left. Let's try Undead Augur first. Do I play Luris into the Cryptic that we're aware of? They just counter it. Let's make them... We'll just wait. I don't know how much I'm going to get punished for doing that. Mystic Sanctuary. Cryptic Unknown card, and they're putting a Purge on top. They can counter and use Purge if they want. They can tap and use Purge. So we'll go combat first. Okay. We'll attempt Coriol Vampire and just pass turn again. Holding Luris. If they counter draw, I might slam Luris so I can play Carrion Feeder. That would use their Purge as well. Alright, counters draws. Let's go ahead and make this the Luris turn. And we'll play wherever the Carrion Feeder is. The idea here is that I have a few zombies that I can interact with. We're hoping they don't have a Wrath effect. Jace. Purge Unknown Unknown. With 5 options. Looking for probably Supreme Verdict. The reason to go in like we did here is so that we have enough creatures to attack and cause lethal. I'm basically asking them, you must have Cryptic, you must have a Wrath effect. If you don't, maybe they can have Celestial. Well, they can't really do, they can do Snap Path Path. All right, what do you got? They played a land. It's probably that Purge and something else. Purge is over here. Wonder if I want to scry or if I want the Carrion Feeder to be bigger. I probably want the Carrion Feeder to be bigger. Combat away. we go. One card to beat. Could be Snapcaster plus Path here. All at them. It is Snapcaster, and it's going to be a Path. Snapcaster Path. Let blocks resolve. Blocks over here. Path Carrion Feeder. I don't need the land here, so I just sacrifice to itself. Drawing a card with the Undead Augur. It's not what I needed yet. Gonna hit them, take them to 1 here, trade this off. See if I can draw one last card. All right, 0 cards here. They get to brainstorm, so they look 4 deep to interact with our cards that remain. They're at 1, they can't fetch an extra Mystic Sanctuary here. Field of Ruins aren't able to shuffle because I don't have non-basics. Bad Moon? We have kept 2 cards. Cryptic something? Combat. Archmage Charms away the Seer. I'll sacrifice to itself. Put this on top. It's a really good card on top. Attack them. Game. There you go. They find Archmage Charm attempting to grab the Seer. We counter that. Enough damage. And we take the match. 3-0. Playing against Uros, aggressive decks, control decks. It's a well-rounded list. I'm impressed. Match 4. Let's keep it rolling. We're on to match 4. I don't know what that means anymore. Doing well. Seems to fall into place here. Got 2 more matches in this league. Where we go with these, I don't really know. Let's find out. Let's find our next opponent. Good luck, opponent. Match found. There we go. Here we go. All right, we are on the draw. Fine by me. Luris declared. 2 lands. We pretty much got exactly the hand we would want. Got an Anthem, card draw. Makes it hard for them to remove our creatures without us valuing. 1 drop, and the Aristocrat. Basically, we just need a sack outlet. And we'd have it all. We're definitely keeping this opening hand. If this doesn't get there, we're going to have a hard time against this next opponent. Let's go. Keep. Ta-da! Seacombe Coast. All right. Gravecrawler go. Gravecrawler go. So this matchup, assuming it's ad nauseum, Pentad Prism. We might just die really fast here. I don't know if I can interact this fast against combo. Let's play the Undead Augur here because it's the most damage I can put out. We'll attack for 2. And just fingers crossed they don't kill me here. Fingers crossed. If I get another turn here, Bad Moon, maybe Bad or Zulaport Cutthroat. All right, we got another turn here. Lotus Bloom suspended. I mean, this is 6 damage if I just attack with the Bad Moon. Then I only get to village rights. We probably need to put another creature into play. Let's play Butcher down. Attack for 4. We might village rights the Butcher, and then we can play Bad Moon. Go ahead, opponent. Extra land here, and they're gonna have probably enough. Spoils. Okay. What are they gonna name? Don't die here. They named Ad Nauseam. Well, if I would have played Zulaport Cutthroat, we wouldn't have gotten there. So they have Ad Nauseam. They have a land. We just dead? Angel's Grace. There you go. We'll see what their win condition is here. I presume it's Thassa, but it might be Lightning Storm. Just want to see if it's the old version or the new version. As soon as we see it, we'll concede. This is gonna be a tough one. Pact. So there's the Thassas. Come here, Thassa. So that's how they're winning here, and they have Simian Spirit Guides. They've already played their land. Oh, there's a Lightning Storm. All right, so they have both kills here. They have Lightning Storm or Thassas. Seems good. All right, Blackmails, Inquisitions. Ratchet Bomb could be useful to kill Pentab Prisms or Lotus Blooms. So let's look at these. Blood Chief is a no. Tragic Slip is a no. Unearth probably too slow. And honestly, probably like a Gatekeeper. All right, combo it is. Definitely gonna be a tough one. Maybe I can steal something with the Inquisitions. All right, I have Seer into Zulaport. I don't think this is fast enough. We'll try it. I can draw a lot. Play a Seer. Go ahead, opponent. You never know. Maybe they have a Lotus Bloom, and I nail them with a... Who knows? Ratchet Bomb. All right, Zulaport and Seer here. We're going to attack for 1. Not the fastest starting hand. Follow this with a Bad Moon. 2-mana Pentad Prism. All right. I don't have any way to get rid of the Pentad Prism. That's the problem. We have 2 Bad Moons here. It's still probably not going to be enough, though. I have a feeling that this coming turn, I have to Village Rights. Probably the Seer. With the idea of I've got to hit like Blackmail or Inquisitions. Serum Visions from our opponent. Uses a gemstone for another Serum Visions. Do they not have another land? That would be kind of interesting. They do. All right. So difficult for me to Village Rights. If I had double Blackmail, it could be fun. I think I'm just losing next turn if I don't. I lose my sack outlet. Play Bad Moon, play Blood Artist, and hope for the best. They've set up quite a bit here. I attack for 3, puts them to 11. Even if I had the Blackmail, I don't feel like Blackmail's maybe the right one when you're trying to counteract a combo list. They'll be able to hide their combo pieces. That being said, we have another Village Rights here, and my opponent appears to be not killing us yet. So, let's see. Maybe I'll get there. Who knows? Who knows? Simian Spirit Guide exiled. Phyrexian Unlife. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We'll put Luris to hand here. We'll play a Ghoul. And attack. We're not going to get to kill them too easily here because of the Phyrexian Unlife. However, I can put them below the Phyrexian Unlife this coming turn. Gemstone and the Pentad Prism. My opponent doesn't go for it here. Luris. Gravecrawler's Seer. Go to combat. Let's put him below the Phyrexian Unlife. Oh, Angel's Grace. It's Trixie. Alright, so Luris here. Seer. And Gravecrawler. Stop on their upkeep just to sacrifice the Gravecrawler. Loss of Life. Veil of Summer. As long as you have 0 or less life, all damage is dealt to you as though it's source. You can't lose the game this turn, and your opponent can't win the game this turn until end of turn. Damage. Is loss of life? Don't I just sacrifice and win here due to loss of life? I don't know. Alright, we can put this on top. That's a nice little thing here. So it's not due to loss of life. My opponent drew with Veil. There's a Serum Visions. So they're below with the Phyrexian Unlife. At this point, I think I can kill them if I get an opportunity to swing, right? They have a lot of Gemstone Caverns. Did I get lucky? I don't know. The reason we kept the Village Rites is because I can play Gravecrawler and then use a Village Rites. And then Gravecrawler Village Lights. Oh my gosh, we got there. We got there. We would have drawn all this goodness. Alright. We got there. They stumbled. Can we do it again? I just don't have anything else. It's Blackmail and it's Inquisition. Off we go. Off we go. We need them to stumble ever so slightly here. Don't have the back-breaking hand opponent. Luris declared. We have a 2-lander here. Man, we have a 2-lander. This is hard not to keep here. I don't have Gravecrawler, but it's hard not to keep. We'll go for it. Alright, Temple of Deceit for my opponent. It's a tap land. We get the Seer here too. I guess Carrion Feeder's the faster clock here. We'll follow this with what, like an Undead Augur and then Blood Artist? City of Brass plus blue, Pentad Prism for 2. Play our Undead Augur. Swing Carrion Feeder, pass turn. Oh boy. I maybe have like 2 turns left here. Sleight of hand. Maybe they gotta dig a little bit. Maybe they do. A little bit of digging. Finds a land. So I don't think this is the Bad Moon turn. I think this is the Blood Artist Seer turn. Next turn I can do Cordial plus Bad Moon. We're really hoping that they've missed and they don't have Angel's Grace plus Ad Nauseam right here. Or Angel's Grace Thassa's Oracle. One time. I already got the one time. Second time. No, don't make white mana. No. No. Ad nauseum. Well, the combo kills us once again. Not much I can do about it. It wasn't quite fast enough. I'm not sure if I could have sequenced a little bit differently to be a little bit faster as well. There you go, though. A strictly uninteractive combo deck takes us down. Bad Moon sitting at 3-1. I guess it was meant to be. Fifth match and final match coming up. Let's go play our final game. Match 5. The final match. 3-1. A good record. Pretty happy about it, too. If we would have just avoided that combo deck, we could be 4-0. Let's go. Final match. Let's make it a 4-1. Let's find an opponent. Found that opponent. Join that match. Alright, not on the play again. Luris is declared. Opening hand. Man, we have a lot of lands. I don't think this is supposed to happen like this all the time. Alright, we're gonna keep a bit of a sketchy one here as our final match. See what happens. Birds of Paradise, snow-covered forest. Well, when you have so many lands in hand, you just get rewarded with things like Bad Moon. Bad Moon. Noble Hierarch and the bird. Is that all we're doing? And another Noble Hierarch. Oh boy. Alright, well I guess I'll butcher and attack with 1. Pass turn. My opponent's got quite a bit of mana. Imagine if I had Plague Engineer. Plague Engineer. Oh my gosh, it's another Noble Hierarch. I kind of want to scry here. Let's make sure we get a really cool card off the top. All right. Let's play Cordial Vampire and swing with the team here. I wonder if I'm supposed to hold the Tragic Slip, or if I just use the Tragic Slip on like a Noble Hierarch or something. Oh, what is this? Oh, Spell Queller. Interesting. Okay. This is cool. So Spell Queller. Let's go ahead and sacrifice to ourselves for Scry. Another Cordial Vampire. I'm going to bottom this because I already have this one. Tragic Slip the Spell Queller. Get my Vampire back and attack for 2. Cool. What? Force? Alright. So Force gets us there. That's fine. They have 1 card left. And they have a bunch of just mana dorks. Ice Fang. Okay. Waterlogged Grove. And attacks for a ton of Exalted here. Alright. The Village Rites. Well, this might be like put Luris into hand kind of turn. Just attack for 2 and pass the turn. If they interact in any way, I'll Village Rites my own Butcher. We're not in the worst spot. Cycles a Waterlogged Grove. Not in a great spot either. Maul the Skyclaves. Gonna hook up on Ice Fang. Alright, we have a 3-3 and a 2-3. Hits for 6. And just take my natural draw this turn. Down to 9. Extra village rights. Well, we'll slap Luris down. We're gonna put a Seer into play as well. Oh, we're gonna counter this? Oh, we mana leaked. We mana leaked. Well, I'm just gonna get Luris back. Thanks. Go ahead, opponent. my Luris. Don't touch. Attacks for 6 again in the air. This is first strike too. All right. Can't do much about a flyer like that. Down to 3. I can offset some of this by playing Bad Moon and attacking with Luris. 4 mana swaps the bird over to 2-3. I can double down on Bad Moons here. I guess we'll double down on Bad Moon here and kill the Spell Queller. I'm gonna gain 5. Or, yeah, I'll gain 5 here. In we go. Fetching. Don't have a path. Don't have a path. Hallowed Fountain. Okay. We'll attack with the team here. Okay, we gained 5. Go ahead, opponent. It's interesting. We're at 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if they put it back onto here, it's 4, 5, 6, 7. It puts me to 1. Interesting. Attacks with Bird of Paradise here. 5. Puts me to 3. Are they gonna switch the Maul over again? 4 mana, switching Maul over to Spell Queller. Land drop, 1 unknown. We hit a Gravecrawler. This is a 5-4. It's a problem because Spell Queller first strikes it. I need to find probably Blood Artist, but I have to do it by like sacrificing this, I think. So Village Rights on the Butcher to draw. We have an Undead Augur. We have this card, which doesn't do me much good. It is a land, but I can't use the land here. I think I have to find Tragic Slip here. If I can find Tragic Slip, we have a shot. So to do that and have the most shots at it, it looks like it's just going to be playing like Gravecrawler and fetch or using Village Rights here. And see if we can find a Tragic Slip. We don't. Dang it. Alright, well, I'll attack just to see if they do block with Spell Queller, but we have nothing else and we're at 3. They do indeed. Alright, the first strike gets us here. We're a ways away. Okay. Ratchet Bomb seems good. Putting that on 1 wouldn't be bad. I don't mind potentially a Force of Despair or 2 as well, as just more interaction for their creatures. I like our Bad Moons. I like our Tragic Slips. Our Blood Chiefs. I don't mind the Unearth, but I think the Unearth could be taken out. I like Gatekeepers. I don't like Cordial Vampire here as much. Maybe we leave... You know what? Let's just take all the Cordial Vampires out and give this a shot. And I know I am using some forces here, so maybe I don't do that and I bring Feeds. The interesting thing is that I could... No, let's do Feeds. Let's do Feeds. Let's do Feeds. Using the Feeds is just extra removal here. A couple Ratchet Bombs, a couple Feed the Swarms. My opponent does the whole slam out all the little creatures off of one land. Our Ratchet Bomb can take care of that. We can get just about everything from our graveyard as well. So let's make these small changes and let's go. Game number 2. Perhaps not our final game. We'll find out. Match 5 though. Running commentary here. Trying to do my best. Leave a like or sub. Whatever you YouTube folks do. This one's for you. Do some head bobbing. Head bobbing. Bow, 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 bow. Let's play first. Luris declared. Well, there's that Ratchet Bomb. Alright, we'll keep this. Kind of what I wanted. Ratchet Bomb for that Wrath effect or other removal spells. We have a Carrion Feeder here as well. Don't need to rush things too quickly out here. Noble Hierarch. Let's go ahead and play an Undead Augur first. And then attack for 1. If they don't have another land here, I do want to give them an opportunity to put some more creatures down. That would be most ideal. Now, they do have Force. We did see that game number 1, so they could end up forcing our Ratchet Bomb. We'll see. There's Uro. Now, I didn't bring in Tormod's Crypt. I'm not actually as afraid of Uro as I was in the previous games. It's not so much a controlling list. We have to get through creatures more than we do just a singleton Uro. So Misty Rainforest here. I'm almost hoping they go ahead and drop down something here. They could end up pathing, though. We've turned off our auto yields here. On Thin Ice. Targeting. Whatever they target, I'm sacrificing. I have no way to really... Well, I have the Feed the Swarms, I suppose. I'd rather grow Carrion Feeder, though. Alright. This turn, gonna be Blood Artist plus Seer. And combat, attack. Go ahead, opponent. Down to 17. And we've got a board state. Okay. Could have used Gatekeeper here to get rid of the Noble Hierarch. Skyclave. Targeting. I like the idea of just slamming Gatekeeper next. Killing this off, probably. They probably want to keep their mana. Goes after Carrion Feeder here. So this is an easy scry. Doing the drain here. Taking a look at the top of the library as well. Extra land here. I don't think we need this. I'm probably playing Gatekeeper down. Cast with Kicker. See if they want to get rid of Skyclave since it's just a 2/2. This is my assumption. I'd assume they want to keep their Noble. No, they don't, though. Alright. We'll just pass turn here. Not really worth attacking in here, not to lose something to the 2/2. Ice Fang. Alright. So we have a 3-drop, a 2-drop here. Ratchet Bomb would have to kind of go up to 3 to make it good against Uro. Could be good against Teferi at this point, too. I wonder if they try to bounce one of our creatures. They don't. They just go up. So Ratchet Bomb looks a little weaker now. Looks a little bit weaker. Probably gonna just have to beat him with Blood Artist. Ooh. It's an interesting little card here. Let's save it for a Euro if I can. Let's play a new Blood Artist here. Might even offer the Gatekeeper up as a trade. With 2 Blood Artists, that's pretty good. We'll just go after them. Okay. Does indeed trade. I'm happy to do this trade. 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 All right, trade some triggers here. Let's go ahead and make this so we always yield, always save. 4 triggers here. We'll gain some life as well. Now we're the Uro deck. Plays new Ice Fang, taking a point of damage to do so. What's funny is when we feed the Swarm with the Blood Artist out now, does some damage. Bounces on Thin Ice. Nice. Replays on Thin Ice to hit one of our Blood Artists more than likely. Does so. We'll go ahead and take a Scry here. Carrion Feeder. I'm going to bottom this card. 1, 2, 3. This is 4. I'm guessing there is a Spell Queller. Zulaport Cutthroat. Let's jam that out. We're getting close to just killing them with sacrificing creatures. Oh, my opponent's not interested in this one as much. Okay. Spell Queller? Pass a Blood Artist here. So I could sacrifice. If I do, I get the Scry and all that. Kind of like the idea of the land here. We'll take the land this time around. Taking the land because I do have the Butcher here. I know my opponent can play Uro, but I'm going to be at killing the Uro and then playing Butcher. And maybe, just maybe, 10 life isn't that much. We'll see. Up goes to Fairy. Okay. Plays Uro here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to 10 life here. We'll see if they get a land. If they do, they'll have Spell Queller online. Yield. Up to 10, draws the card, plays the land. All right, so they do have Spell Queller. Oh, don't be another path, please. Another path is brutal. I'll probably sacrifice the Zulaport Cutthroat if they go after that. Oh, it's another On Thin Ice. Oh, stop. Oh, they go after the Seer? I'll sacrifice it to its own self here. We'll get a drain. Gonna put this on the bottom. Not a whole lot to do here. Extra Vizier Seer is not bad. Let's feed the Swarm the Uro here and play a new Butcher. And we'll pass turn. Opponent floats blue, sacrifices Waterlog Grove. Untaps. Okay. Stoneforge Mystic. This isn't good. Batterskull would be really a problem. Sword of Feast and Famine. Get Sword of Feast and Famine here. Man, I just never got the Ratchet Bomb down. Protection from black and from green. I'm gonna discard a card here. Get rid of the Ratchet Bomb at this point. It's not very good with the Teferi here. 3 mana Timely Reinforcements. Stoneforge Mystic number 2. Oh no, the game is just disappearing here. Batterskull. Up with Teferi. So I can put Luris into hand and a Seer down. This isn't enough damage though. After doing that, they'll make me discard this Luris anyway. Maybe I should have held the Seer, right? Plays Batterskull down. They're just gonna equip Batterskull over here. Looks like it. Yep. This is a 3-turn clock anyway here. A little more if they attack with the Ice Fang. This makes me discard. Even if I had this down, I could play Luris and then Seer the following turn. Maybe that was more the play. Does not bounce anything. I can get a Seer and a Blood Artist here. 1, 2, 3, 5. Cast. Getting Blood Artist and Gatekeeper, Carrion Feeder. Blood Artist, probably just the Seer. That's all I can get. The Batterskull put them way out of reach. I can do 3, 6, 9, 12 damage. There's Uro. Maybe they'll goof up a little bit here and try to attack just with the Skyclave, and I can sacrifice Seer to itself so they don't gain life. Blood Artist triggers. Oh, and it's not 3. I'm looking at this thinking it's a Blood Artist. It's 2 per. I need a little more than 2 per here to win. Oh, and I can't even block because it has protection from black. We'll go for one more turn here, though, but it's not looking very good. Triggers. Undying. Blood Artist. Zulaport Cutthroat. Seer Scry. New Blood Artist. Pretty good. Not much I can do against the Skyclave, though. Temple Garden tapped. Opponent connects, untaps. I can play Blood Arts, and then it truly is 3, so it's 3, 6, 9. But then they gain another 8. They pick up On Thin Ice. They'll just target Zulaport or Blood Artist here, and this is going to be game. Triggers. Drain 2, Seer is going to just re-put it back on top. I guess I can put it to the bottom. Let's see what's underneath it. It's not saving us. Land, 1, 2, 3, Castle. New Zulaport Cutthroat. I have a lot of them, but it's not going to be enough here. They have the Spell Queller. Good game, opponent. Attacks one more time with Skyclave. I don't have anything giving me protection to get around the protection from black. That will happen to you when you're playing a monocolored deck here. There you have it, though. Opponent takes us down. This will be a 3-2 for the Bad Moon list here in Modern. Very nicely done. 3-2 overall. We'll see you in the conclusion. Bad Moon here, 3-2 overall. Playing the mono black deck. I was pleasantly surprised with what we ended up running here, and actually just the resiliency, I think, is a good way to put it. The recursiveness, just the ability to not fold to just getting blown out by some removal. The replayability of Gravecrawler with all your zombies and then your sack outlets gives that really nice Aristocrats that we thought we would get. Undead Augur is, I'm telling you, if there's a couple pet cards that you found in this set, we did Vesperlark, we've gotten Lightning Skelemental, I believe, from this set. I would try to build around them a little bit. There's some powerful stuff from that set, and definitely worth a look. Bad Moon's a bit of an older card here. It's really good to see the Anthem come through. Pretty nice. Fits well with the Lyris Shell. What's not to like? It's a cool, fun aggro list on theme with zombies and vampires. Perhaps something we should have done around Halloween, but hey, getting it here right at the beginning of December. I hope you've enjoyed the video. As always, like and subscribe, maybe even share with some of your friends, whether they're on Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, text message, or anything like that. Get the word out. We're trying to hit our subscriber goal this month. Let's see if we can do it. We can only do it with your help. Bad Moon, Modern. As always, take care, have a good one, be safe, and we'll see you in the next matches.